Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to our weekly market update on this Monday evening. I've got today Jordan and Taylah with me. How are we, guys?
Good,
Thanks.
thank you.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
It's good.
How's the week been in property management, Taylah?
Pretty busy.
Yeah.
We've got soon to be 11 properties online. So
Record, company record for a while there.
it's a record for probably a year, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had that many in over 12 months since before COVID.
Yes.
I'd say.
Used to be about the standard amount going back 3 or 4 years ago. That was about how many we had available most of the time. So it's sort of changed a bit, hasn't it? So,
Yeah, it's trying to keep on top of applications and keep everyone informed.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully that means the tenants have got a much higher chance of getting a property than we've had for a long time. So it might have been against 3 or 5 people instead of 20 or something with a chat. So
variety, lots of different, like 2-bedroom units through to, properties on a bit of land with 3 or 4 bedrooms. So lots of variety at the moment.
How are we seeing prices impacted at all by the availability? Still strong?
Yeah, it's still pretty strong. Tenants are just going for the more value for money properties. So if they're priced reasonably and tenants can see value in it, then it's worth it. But if they think it's overpriced and it's a bit slower, we still get a tenant. It just might sit there for a month instead of 3 days, sort of thing.
Yeah. And are you finding the long-term tenancies more appealing, or the shorter-term ones?
Yeah, definitely. Majority of the properties we have are minimum 12 months. And that's just mainly because we have that conversation with owners that that's what tenants are after a lot of the time. So 6 months isn't really worth it for a lot of tenants to move, or the hassle to move
again,
with no security.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How about sales, Jordan? What's been happening in the last week or so in the sales market?
Yeah, so pretty much with the activity throughout the week, I'm starting to notice a lot more appraisals and a lot more activity around people getting interested in selling in the next couple of months. So I personally think in the next few months we're in for a really big one in real estate as far as more listings coming online. Just seems to be a lot more people ringing up now. I don't know whether you've noticed it yourself, but
there's a bit of activity there.
Sort of activity throughout the week. It's starting to really climb. So as for the weekend, I think most of the community was all around Signet and Newmanville for the week. Footy finals. So I think that's where half the hub was, I reckon.
Yes.
But it's starting to climb and starting to be pretty crazy, I reckon.
Yeah. It's interesting with the weather last week, having those couple of really warm days and a bit of a hint of what's to come. All of a sudden people are a bit more active, and as the days are drawing out, you're sort of seeing people have got a bit more time before and after work to do things. So I would imagine between now and daylight savings we'll see a fair bit of action with people starting to get ready to bring their properties on to October, November period. So
absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely all signs of that happening in the future. So
I think everyone must be coming out of hibernation because we've had a lot of appraisal requests the last week or week and a half as well. So
I think there's a lot of people at the moment trying to pick the top of the market, and there's also a lot of people with the New South Wales scenario that are either coming from or kind of thinking about their scenario with after having themselves or their family or people locked down for so long, now kind of a frustration point. And over a couple of the properties this week, we've had quite a few offers that are sight unseen offers out of New South Wales, which probably we didn't have much of 2 or 3 months ago, but I think they must be starting to get to frustration points up there. So
definitely.
Probably see a few more of those coming over the springtime, I would expect, where they're just going to buy to get out of it and come down here, sort of thing. So that's certainly something that could be an option for a lot of the sellers who would like to see buyers of. And I know we've all got some of those, and I'm not sure from a tenancy point of view, is there much interstate interest at the moment?
Yeah, there has been. It's a bit tricky, them not being able to see them. And the process is always changing with applying to move.
Yes.
But it's definitely picked up, and a lot of people are frustrated, like you say.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you feel for them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. Yes, we've been very, very lucky with how we've been here, I suppose, for such a long time compared to what those guys are going through over there. So I'm sure it's looking pretty attractive if you're over there compared to looking at us all living rather normally. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's about it for this week. It's see what the weather brings us after last week. We were all a bit spoilt and running around for a few days there, thinking that spring was already here. So I'm sure it's got a few more surprises in store for us over the next couple of weeks yet before daylight savings gets around. It's usually a bit warmer there, but looking forward to seeing what this spring summer period brings us this year. It's going to be I guess uncharted territories in lots of ways. So,
absolutely, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week on the update.